And that again goes back to the point, again it depends upon the number of brahmacharis and to go back to that congregation atmosphere, I would say, like it is a natural development. You see, the most of the people in the society, in the human society, the number of householders are going to supersede the number of brahmacharis. It's automatic, it is natural. So we have to accept that reality. Right? Household and devotees will be more. But that doesn't mean that the brahmachari should become disheartened. So brahmachari should make their life, make the atmosphere so exciting that the householders should think that, oh my God, I made a mistake. They would think that, well, I wish I could also spend my time with the brahmachari. So householders will come and join with the brahmacharis, and this is how Krishna consciousness movement is going to spread. Appreciation for each other. That is necessary. We are not in the competition. Brahmachari against household. But it should be like, we all are one family. And they are in certain situation and we are in some other situation. And the householders, Prabhupada again, time and time again pointed out, that the householder's responsibility is to take care of the brahmacharis, vanaprasthis and sannyasis. So when the householders are taking care of them, then automatically a very sweet, loving relationship will develop. And eventually what will happen? The householders will send their children to a temple to become brahmacharis. So this is, today we may see that the number of householders have increased, but a time may come when these householders will start sending their children, and this is how temples will become filled up. Thank you. Yes?
Thank you, Raj. You mentioned about that ISKCON has been going through difficult times since Sri Prabhupada left, and I'm sure that's true. But for instance, for neophytes like myself, when I first came to Krishna consciousness, I came to Bhaktivedanta Manor or went to Mayapur, I was so inspired by seeing that there's something really substantial going on, especially Mayapur, it was amazing for me. So for new devotees, or not so fixed or advanced devotees, it's good to have that hope that actually things are, because then you can be patient, you can tolerate the difficulties that are present now. So I just wondered, you're in a good position to say that you think things are, as you have said today, that things are going to improve a lot. So I just wondered if you can share some of your experience of that, or signs that you may have seen, because we also see the opposite. Like, for instance, in the UK, outside of Bhaktivedanta Manor, maybe Soho Street, is pretty barren elsewhere. And also in America, I hear that many of the temples, they're only open once or twice a week. So for us to keep this mood of just giving our lives to Krishna, it will help to hear, to find out what the signs are that things are improving. Of course, we know the prediction and everything like that, but other signs actually that things are going to improve significantly in our lifetimes.
Thank you. As you yourself said, that you know the prediction, and naturally we are confident that the prediction is not going to go in vain. And with that in mind, we have to consider that any movement takes place in the form of a wave. Like goes up, then comes down, then goes up. Like when one side goes up, the other side goes down. And then the other side goes up, this side goes down. And that's the movement of the wave. And if you consider the history of ISKCON, you can see there was a time when Prabhupada started the movement. You know, America, Europe, all these countries were booming, vibrant with Krishna consciousness. Literally, there was a Hare Krishna explosion. But there were countries like East European countries were completely shut down, completely closed. Even India was hardly anything about. But now, with time, we are seeing that America, Europe has gone down, and East European countries and India and all these countries. Right? So we have to understand that this is a process of progress. So we should not become disheartened when difficulties appear. We must remember, like, the difficulties that Russia had gone through, and how the devotees there didn't lose heart, but struggled through that. So similarly, when difficulties are here, in this part of the world, then we have to take it with the right spirit and continue with our mission. And things will improve. Another thing that I often, consider that, situation in America is critical. But at the same time, I often remember Prabhupada telling a number of times how indebted he is to America. Prabhupada said, I have seen Prabhupada saying with tears in his eyes that America has given him so much. It is because of America that he could fulfill. Because of the devotees of America that he could fulfill the instruction of the spiritual master. So when a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada is so indebted to America, America undoubtedly has a very glorious future. And same thing with England. Like, it started in America, but then where it began to blossom outside of America. The first place was actually England. So, and we are seeing, like, England is flourishing. And it will grow, no doubt about it. Only thing is that we have to continue with our endeavor. Hare Krishna.